I'm here with Patrick Larkin at Cheekwood Botanical Garden in Nashville, Tennessee. We are down in the arches of the color garden in this absolutely brilliant display of tulips. How many tulips are in just this area right here?
In just this area, we have about 20,000 tulips that we were able to fit in here, yeah.
Wow, yeah, it really is stunning. And the mixes, I see some fading and some just coming on.
So at Cheekwood, what we try to do is actually mix early, mid, and late blooming ones. So there's really always something to see when folks come out. Mm-hmm. So here we've got our mids just starting to go out, and then our late season tulips just starting to come on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and even more than some of the flowers, I see some interesting foliage behind you too that's nice on this little orange tulip.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what's a lot of fun with tulips, and actually anything that you plant, you want to look at that multiple seasons of interest. So when the flowers are gone, or even before they appear, you have some great foliage color, and you're not so apt to just want to yank it out as soon as the foliage starts to fade on it.
Yeah, yeah. And it's also nice to have a few daffodils mixed in here and there, so you get that kind of contrast of flower type also.
Right. We try and have multiple layers of interest with our plantings. So you'll also see that we have overplanted the tulips with pansies in this case. We'll also overplant with violas. And then we also mixed in some of the smaller daffodils this year, the little poetic jonquil types out in here. So we'll get the fragrance off of those, and just something that's a little bit different for people to see besides just the tulips.
Sure, and because the majority of tulips are not fragrant, is that correct?
Correct, yeah, most tulips are not fragrant, and a lot of daffodils aren't, so you need to take a look and seek out those things that are going to add that interest to your garden.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with them not being fragrant. I mean, they're so beautiful. that's kind of okay, they get a pass. So.
Oh, and for the fragrance, early in the season, we actually had a hyacinths as well. So we've really timed our bloom season, and we're trying to extend it as much as possible. So when people come out, they're able to see different things. So we started with the hyacinths, really. Those came on in February, and then we moved into the tulips and a lot of the daffodils. And we still have daffodils coming on here. Wow. And then this year we also added allium. And so those will be coming up very soon here as well.
So your bulb season is what, 6 to 8 weeks?
Oh, we're even longer than that. We're probably up to 8 weeks now at this point.
Wow.
We planted 150,000 bulbs this year, so 110,000 tulips alone, 109,000 tulips alone.
Wow.
And again, as we've been looking to extend the season more, adding those other things like the hyacinths, the daffodils, and then the allium, and we hope to add fritillaria and camassia and those sorts of things too, to just, always have something of interest, always have people wanting to come back and see something different.
So we're up here in the trial garden. Are there any particular varieties that have stood out to you this year?
It's actually been amazing to see how things come along, and I mean we have some in here that haven't even started coming up yet. I mean they're just really starting to come up. So we trial different things, and again, ones that were solid performers for us last year up here, some of them are not performing as well. One of my favorite whites is Antarctica right here. We've had this one trialing it out for a couple of years now, and it seems to be just a really great white, staying on for a long period of time. For the really dark one, this Palmyra here, I mean, it is so dark, and when the sun hits it, it's really reflective, but it's also a double also, which adds a little bit more interest to the garden as well.
There's almost blue in the center there.
I know.
It's like an eye. That is really stunning. And I like seeing the different forms too. You can really kind of do whatever with the lilies and the short double ones and the parrots.
Right.
Really nice.
Well, it's a lot of fun to, for people to be able to pick out their different ones that they like with their families. And again, you'll see the different foliage colors out here also as well. So.
And this little, the generic term for me, at least the Rembrandt with that kind of stripe in it, that inconsistent stripe.
This one's Juliet, and again, it's been a solid performer. We actually moved this one out into the garden last year and are using it much more. Blooms for a really long period of time. The flowers stand up well over time, so we've been really happy with it.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't this kind of striped vein one start the whole tulip mania thing back in Holland? I guess it was.
That was what people were really excited about, was the whole striping and those sorts of things.
I mean, I'm excited about it right now, so I get it. Yeah. And again, with these Parrot tulips with that crinkle leaf, this who's this apricot Parrot?
This is apricot Parrot, yeah.
Really a stunning one.
And it looks like crepe paper almost, I mean, in terms of how frilly and ruffled the petals are on it.
It does, it's really nice. So this yellow one over here?
So Lily Chic is a lily-flowered tulip, a fantastic yellow on it. The little points on the end are always fascinating to people. They don't realize that it is a tulip oftentimes. Yeah. And it's lasted for about 2 weeks for us now, which is a fantastic amount of time to get out of a tulip. And just that really clear yellow also is fantastic to have in the garden. And then Orange Dynasty here, this is actually a lot of fun. It's a great orange red, but then the center on it is just a magnificent yellow also. So in the sun it'll open up and you'll be able to see the yellow centers on that.
So this brilliant orange one with that dark stem is really nice. How has this one been?
Hermitage has done very well for us. You can see it's blooming a little bit shorter. I mean, in terms of total height, it's about a mid-range on the height. The color is terrific, so you've got multiple colors in the one tulip, and then that dark stem just adds that additional interest that you're always looking for, multiple interests out of your plants.
Sure.
And so it's not a typical green stem that you would find on your regular tulips.
Yeah, and even the foliage is kind of a blue-gray compared to the green.
The straight green,
you can
right.
see around it. Yeah, all parts of it are quite unique.
Yeah,
that's nice. And then this one over here that's really standing out with this.
Yeah,
kind of
hemisphere
range.
is terrific. So at Cheekwood, we'll do our own mixes. We'll do our own color mixes where we'll combine different cultivars together. But oftentimes you'll have a single cultivar that will actually, on its own, you'll have multiple colors in there. And this one is just amazing in terms of just all of it's almost like each one of the petals have been painted. And again, you've got everything from, an almost clear white going through pinks and reds, and it's just a fascinating plant.
So it's been really fun to look at all these different cultivars of tulips. As far as the homeowner goes, what are some general tips as far as taking care and planting tulips in the fall that you could give?
Sure. Well, tulips should be planted in the fall. You want the soil to actually be cold. They say 60 degrees, but the average homeowner probably doesn't have a soil thermometer to check. Yeah. So I normally tell folks to at least wait until after Halloween, before Thanksgiving is a good time. Okay. And you can plant them on into December very easily. As long as you can work the soil, you can go ahead and plant the tulips. Sure. And then depending on the cultivar, there's different spacings that, again, depending on what you buy, it'll actually tell you what the spacing is that you want to use on it. But I always encourage folks to treat their tulips as annuals for the most part, except for some of the species tulips.
Sure.
Really, because that show is really just so impressive that first year, and then in subsequent years it starts to fade. I
really appreciate you taking some time out and showing us around Cheekwood and this display. If you get a chance, definitely come out and see the tulips here at Cheekwood.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.